y'all. But anyway, I'm just gonna drink this. I really don't know, but it's like my first video. So yeah, seltzer water. Anyway, so I've been meaning to talk about a few things. I think the main thing that's been like really bothering me lately in my life, which is like going through trying to like change jobs and knowing that the job market really sucks. Honestly, I don't even really know what exactly I want to talk about, but I wanted to make this channel to be like I could just come on here and just have random talks, because I noticed I've been seeing like a lot of people on YouTube. I guess you would call them like modern day philosophers. They come on and they talk about anything and everything. And I'm kind of the same way. Like I would record like voice memos, but I have a hard time like recording myself in front of the camera. And I still feel a little insecure about showing myself on a camera, because I used to be a content creator like back then, but I feel like I was a little bit more confident back then. But I don't know, maybe because I was still putting on like makeup and stuff, which I still do like to put myself together in front of the camera. There might be times where I might just be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna, just post myself looking without makeup and stuff. Because sometimes I feel like, I don't know, it seems easier to record like voice memos other than like me sitting in front of a camera. I don't know why. I think because I might be a little self-conscious about the way how I look. And I used to not even be like that when I was like younger. I guess because YouTube wasn't so much about, or like I guess social media in general, it wasn't so much about like worrying about your looks and stuff until, years later when social media started becoming a little bit more advanced. And then we have like the AI and stuff, and you have like the Facetune and, just photoshopping and stuff like that. And just basically having to be like super perfect when you come on social media. And I felt like I always wanted to start my own little channel and start my own like videos of like coming on here and just talking about any and everything. I feel like I'll get used to it, like the more I post like videos and stuff. I just wanted to create like a safe space for myself and for other people to like relate to. Like I saw other people, they would just come on here and they just talk about any and everything, and like just their day-to-day daily lives, of what goes on and things like that. And I felt like I've always been that way, but I always use like record voice memos, like just like voice recordings. And if I did like record myself like on video, I never really like posted, because I don't know, I just felt like it was my business. But either way, I was like, this is something easy that I can do. Like I like to sit in front of a camera or like record myself, like my voice, and just talking about things. I feel like there are some things that I probably would never like really, talk about on here, until I get really, really comfortable to do so. But until then, I feel like there's just going to be certain things that I'm going to keep to myself, and some things that I can share or that I feel comfortable sharing with. But this is kind of like my very first video that I'm going to post on my channel, because I really want it to be where I have a safe space for myself and for everyone else to like come on my channel and relate to things. So either way, I really don't even know what to call this video other than like feeling insecure or whatever, or basically just my first video. But either way, just like I said, it took me some like it took some time for me to have some guts to like actually post a video, like my very first video. And it's crazy because I used to be so confident back then, but as like days went on and like years, and when you get older, I don't know what it is, it's like when you get much older, you start becoming very like more self-conscious. And I think it just has a lot to do with social media. And I know I'm like repeating myself, but I'm just saying because it took me guts to like want to post this. But either way, this is all I have for right now until I feel comfortable posting something else. But I'm pretty sure that I wanted to be able to like post videos as of also like to myself as of like taking risks, because I thought about how am I gonna ever become anything, or because I have all these ideas and all these dreams and goals in my head, but I feel like I'm not really like taking risk. And I feel like me getting back into content creation is me like taking risk. I don't know what happened, but as I got older, I've gotten more self-conscious. But I do think it has a lot to do with social media, and I do think about a lot of the things that, you know, what people could possibly say if they come off as rude. But I think it'll be like a learning process for me, and I think in my life right now, I've been in a stage of, I'm kind of like in this place in my life where I have to learn how to like face rejection. I'll probably get more into that later on in like the upcoming videos. Maybe I'll talk about, you know, when it comes to like rejection and stuff like that. But I just want this to be kind of like my first video of just me talking about being self-conscious and taking risk and things like that. So, um, yeah. So that's all I have for today. Maybe not today. Maybe I'll post later because I want it to be like, I just want to post wherever I want. I want to go back to being a content creator and not worrying about being a perfectionist, because that is like one of my biggest issues too, is being a perfectionist, which is why I I'm talking so much about like risk right now, is because I'm trying to teach myself how to take on more risk, because I feel like if you don't take on risks, you're really just not going to get anywhere. And I do feel like as I've reached, you know, this state, this place in my life, I really feel like it's really important for me to take risks, because I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere and I haven't moved anywhere by not taking risk. So, yeah. So that's all I have for this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.